Good afternoon, everyone. So today I want to talk about something that is woven itself into the fabric of our everyday lives: globalization. Think about it, from the clothes we wear, the food on our tables, to the technology in our hands. Globalization has shaped and transformed how we live, connect, and understand the world around us. For me, it's like this. Just a decade ago, exploring music from around the globe felt distant, even impossible. Today, with a click from the help of technology, I'm instantly connected to voices and sounds from across continents, cultures, and languages. And that's just one small part of how globalization works. It's not only about exposure to new ideas, but about sharing and merging, breaking down barriers, and bridging distances that were once unimaginable. Globalization is defining how we engage with one another, from business and education to technology and culture. It's challenging us to think beyond borders, to consider issues that impact us collectively, and to innovate and collaborate in ways that reshape industries and open new opportunities. So today, let's dive into how globalization works in shaping our world, influencing our values, and redefining the very idea of our community. And I hope to inspire each of us to look at our place within this global story, where each connection we make is a step toward a more connected, united world. Finally, the next speakers within this discussion will elaborate on globalization in three aspects: from economics to culture and to the future it holds for all of us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we stand at a crossroads in our global economy, a crossroads defined by globalization. This phenomenon has woven the fabric of our world tighter, creating a tapestry that, while complex, offers immense potential for growth, innovation, and interconnectedness. Globalization is often misunderstood. It's not just about trade agreements or multinational corporations. It's a multifaceted force that influences every corner of our lives. From the smartphone in your pocket or the coffee you sip in the morning, globalization shapes the journey of our products and ideas across borders, connecting us in ways we often take for granted. Let's start with the positives. Globalization has been a catalyst for economic growth. It has lifted millions out of poverty, particularly in developing nations. Countries like China and India have transformed their economies by embracing global trade, leading to unprecedented improvements in living standards. According to the World Bank, globalization has contributed to a significant reduction in global poverty rates, by as much as 50% over the last few decades. But it's not just emerging markets that benefit. In developed nations, access to global markets has enabled companies to scale operations, innovate faster, and reduce costs. Think about how many of our favorite products are the result of global supply chains. This interconnectedness drives competition, which in turn fosters innovation and leads to better products and services for consumers. Yet, while globalization has its merits, it also presents significant challenges. Not everyone has benefited equally. In many developed countries, we've seen the rise of economic inequality. Jobs have been outsourced, wages have stagnated, and entire industries have been disrupted. The wealth gap is widening, leading to social unrest and a growing skepticism about the benefits of globalization. We must also consider environmental impact. Global trade contributes to pollution and climate change, as goods are transported thousands of miles across the globe. As we embrace globalization, we must ask ourselves, how do we balance economic growth with the health of our planet? So, what do we do? The answer lies in responsible globalization. We need to adopt policies that ensure the benefits of globalization are shared more equitably. This means investing in education and training programs to help workers transition into new industries. It means supporting small businesses and local economies, ensuring they are not left behind in the race for global competitiveness. Furthermore, we must prioritize sustainability. As consumers, we have the power to demand environmentally friendly practices from the companies we support. As businesses, we can innovate towards greener solutions and hold ourselves accountable for our impact on the planet. In conclusion, globalization is a powerful force that shapes our economies and our lives. It offers opportunities for growth and prosperity, but it also presents challenges that we cannot ignore. As we navigate this complex landscape, let's commit a future where globalization works for everyone, where economic growth is inclusive, and where we protect our planet for generations to come. That's all. Thank you.
Cultural exchange is a fundamental component of globalization. It helps people from different regions, cultures, religions, or ethnic backgrounds to be more interconnected from each other. There is an exchanging or spreading of ideas such as music, food, language, or even traditions. Cultural exchange is a process that enables people to appreciate diversity and build connections or relationships across boundaries. Globalization has significantly accelerated cultural exchange, giving opportunities for communities or countries to cultural enrichment. This generation has many social media platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and more, where we can share our favorite music, movie, art, and also learn or discover new things such as language, traditions, and religions of other people around the globe. We can also communicate and build relationships with people from other nations despite the barriers. They can learn new amazing things or facts about our culture, and we can also learn new things from them as well. Those were just the primary part of or example of the cultural exchange in globalization. I myself is heavily influenced by the culture of other countries, especially Korea. Their movies, music, food, fashion, history, ethics, and more. I was so interested in their culture because of watching their dramas, specifically their historical dramas in which we can see their traditional clothes, culture, and history. I was so invested to the point that I watched so many documentaries about their history. Downloaded some apps where I can able to learn the Korean alphabet, and also make Korean friends that I can talk to and learn about their lifestyle and their school etiquettes. We can also observe that a lot of Gen Z are also highly influenced by the pop groups of Korea, in which they start to copy the clothing and makeup styles of their idols. Some also are influenced by anime or the animations from Japan, in which they are also trying to copy the language and fashion styles of Japanese people. Cosplaying their favorite anime characters where they can express themselves. By seeing other cultures and practices online, we can expand and set our goals to travel and explore to our dream countries. Cultural exchange in the current generation is faster, more dynamic, and more accessible than ever, largely due to the internet, social media, and global travel. In this era, cultural exchange has made the world feel smaller, encouraging open-mindedness and innovation, while challenging young people to balance embracing new ideas with preserving cultural identity. Cultural interchange in the age of globalization is a powerful force that influences how we connect, learn, and understand one another. While globalization has enhanced the flow of cultural ideas, products, and practices, it has also brought about issues such as cultural uniformity, appropriation, and identity erosion. The objective is to embrace the advantages of global cultural interchange while preserving the distinct traits of local and indigenous cultures, ensuring that globalization promotes mutual enrichment rather than cultural dominance. It's not just cultural interchange in globalization, but it is also creates social changes.
What comes to your mind when you hear the word future? There are several concepts that may emerge in one's thinking, but I am here to emphasize the futuristic approaches of technology, particularly artificial intelligences that are correlated with globalization. As we look ahead, it becomes clear that technology is going to become the driving force of a more interconnected world, not only economically, but culturally, politically, and socially. Digital innovations will fundamentally reshape how nations, businesses, and individuals interact on a global scale. We once had physical emails that took days or even weeks to receive by, but yet the virtual connections we have now, such as social media and the likes, achieve otherwise. Speaking prevalently, artificial intelligence, also known as AI, is gradually enhancing as I speak. The immense ability to generate concepts that humans used to work hard back then is now made easier and much more productive in the sense of time. But as a quote from Spider-Man entails, great power comes with great responsibility. The work and school integrity of a person deteriorates when one becomes too reliant on artificial intelligence, which is why it is important to take note to use it with proper regulations. While technology opens vast opportunities for progress, it also presents new challenges that pose a threat to a person's intellectual growth and development. Hearing about that adverse problem makes me personally concerned about its abusive usage despite its benefit providing us. I want you to picture this instance. AI-powered chatbots designed to talk and behave like children, seamlessly blending in with their online peers. These seemingly innocent bots, however, pose a sinister threat. Predators exploit these chatbots to befriend and groom real children on various online platforms. It is a chilling reality where automated manipulation puts unsuspecting children at grave risk. The vast amount of data generated by children's online activities is a goldmine for AI tools. With their analytical prowess, these tools can create detailed profiles of children, capturing their interests, behaviors, and personal information. While this data may be used for targeting advertising, it also presents a significant threat to the privacy and security of children. This is not just a detrimental occurrence in children, but also in adults as well. And if this kind of issue ceaselessly persists, the future might not last that long, and the effect would spread globally. I want you all to remember this sentiment. The goal here is not to harness the benefits of AI, but also to mitigate its risks effectively, thereby fostering a responsible approach that respects human rights and societal values.
As we come to the end of today's discussion, I invite you to consider one thing, that globalization isn't just a concept. It's a reality that touches each of our lives every day. We've heard how it fuels economies, opens the door to cultural exchange, and connects us through technology, creating a world where ideas, innovations, and identities can cross borders with remarkable ease. Yet, as we've discussed, globalization also brings challenges, inequality, environmental impact, and the complex task of preserving cultural identities amidst the exchange. So what does this mean for each of us? It means that we have a choice and a responsibility. We can champion a form of globalization that lifts communities, encourages sustainable growth, and celebrates the diversity that enriches our shared human experience. By embracing responsible policies, mindful consumption, and openness to others, we can help create a world where the benefits of globalization are genuinely shared. In the end, globalization is more than just an economic force or cultural bridge. It's a collective journey that we are all part of. As we go forward, let's remember that the world we build today, together, will define the legacy we leave for generations to come. And that's all for this discussion about the implications of globalization, and I thank you.